Yes! Get in there, Toon fans, eh? This is Dan, the bearded Toon fan. How are you all doing today? Wow. I was a bit nervous, got to be honest with you. All day today I was playing Newcastle Sunderland songs. I was just in the moment, you know, getting myself set. It's weird, isn't it, before a Sunderland game? Like any other Premier League game, you get nervous for it. But when it's Sunderland, it's just a totally different ball game. You know, you get yourself riled up, you get yourself into some sort of shape where you're a bit of, you know, woosah, I clean the house, different bits and bobs. Mrs. allowed it. It was great. We just had the music playing, Sunderland songs and different songs that hype you up, ready for it. But I tell you what, some players have come back. And I know we were playing Sunderland. First off, I want to say I'm unlucky. I don't want to be a horrible fan here and just like, yeah, you Mackhams. Don't get me wrong. It feels that way. We haven't won since 2011, guys. Absolutely unbelievable. Really is. That 2011, the last time we felt this way. And I know they're in the Championship, they're a league below, but they were giving it all. Newcastle are out of shape. Newcastle aren't looking good. We could win this 2-1, scrappy 1-0, blah, blah, blah. They didn't have a sniff, guys. They had 2 chances the whole game. Pritchard, ex-Swindon player, that's where I'm based, that's where I live, is in Swindon, Wiltshire. He was brilliant for Swindon years ago. I used to watch him over there on the county ground. Different team, different pitch, but he was brilliant there. But he was their only player that I was scared of. From minute 1 to minute 90, guys, that was an Eddie Howe performance. The press was back. Trippier bombing on again. But not just bombing on, with purpose. Linking with Almiron again. Gordon, sublime. Almiron again, back to his best. Right, he didn't score, but he got an assist, and he just ran and pressed the hell out of those Sunderland defenders and midfield the whole game. He was phenomenal. The back four were just playing it across to each other. Bruno. Wow, if anyone wants to know why Bruno is so popular and so good in our league and in our team, watch today. And I know it was against Sunderland, league below, but if they've got any ambitions of getting promoted, that's who they're going to come up against. You know, and at the minute we're 9th, 8th, whatever in the league. But I tell you this now, hopefully now this will spark us on to better things. Hopefully this will give us that kickstart to the season that we need. Because I tell you today, I was really impressed. Hopefully there's nothing too wrong with Joe Linton. Hopefully they just took him off as a precaution, because him first half was absolutely dominating the midfield. He was phenomenal. And for that first goal, he was brilliant. And yeah, it was an own goal, but if he missed that ball, Isak's a tap-in. Isak could have had a hat-trick today. If that Ballard missed that thing and it didn't go in the goal, that's a hat-trick for Isak. And again, cool in front of goal, Isak. Ball played to him. Everyone says, oh, that's an easy finish. He still bends it with the left foot. You see it, there's a bend there. So their defender gets struck that way and it puts it right in the corner. Superb. And again, Gordon for me was absolutely phenomenal. He just ran the channels, straight runs, direct, at the defence. That's what we want to see. And that's what we want to see, guys, next week against Manchester City, don't we? And I know Man City are a different beast to Sunderland. But at the same time, if we can bring this into that game, and hopefully, fingers crossed, I don't think we're going to have any players back. But that is the best 11 we could actually field today without our injuries. And to be fair, I thought it was fantastic. I thought every player, I thought Dubs was good. He made 2 good saves. If you remember, there was both saves, well, Pritchard, I think. One was a good shot, deflection. I thought, shit, that's going to beat him. He gets his right foot up. Great. Honestly, do not under-egg that save. That was a phenomenal save, guys. Absolutely phenomenal. And then Pritchard again, outside of the boot. Strong hand from Dubravka, saves it. And then we're on the break again. It was just beautiful. It was controlled. It was everything we wanted. I was really nervous before the game, guys. I've got to be honest with you. But within the first 5 minutes, I was calm. After I saw the way we were playing it around, left to right, through the middle, through the gaps, bombing on, I just knew it was going to be our day. Honestly, after 5 minutes, that's all it was. 5 minutes before, nervous as hell. I had 2 pre-match peas, which I always do, nervous as hell. But after that, I thought Newcastle were fantastic and they were valuable for their win. And to be honest with you, it could have been more. Could have been absolutely more. Now, hopefully, we just take this in to the Man City game. And guys, let's give Eddie Howe some props here. He didn't go into the game with a low-ebb team. He went in there full egg for the win, and he got the win. And let's give him props, because he has been under a lot of pressure. And I've got to be honest, and I'm a very positive person. But even after that Nottingham Forest defeat, I was like, head in hand, worried, thinking, crap. If we can't beat Luton away and beat Forest at home, where are we going? And I know I don't want to I don't want to like go, oh, wow, we're beating Sunderland. Our season's changed. We could go and play Man City and lose 4-0. We could go away at Aston Villa and lose 4-0. But I just think there was something today. There was fight, determination. It was a hostile atmosphere. Sunderland, in fairness to them, and the Newcastle fans made it hostile. And the boys went in there and they got the job done. It was beautiful to see the football, the transitions, the changes, left to right, the 1-2s. The football was just beautiful, guys. Honestly, it really was. I don't think there was any player that could come off the pitch today without a 7 mark. 7 out of 10. All of them, to be honest with you. And there was a few that were 8s. I'd say Almiron was an 8, 100%. Isak, because he got his 2 goals, you've got to give him an 8 or 9. Gordon, I thought, was an 8. Bruno Guimaraes was a 9. And I know he was playing lower ebb opponents. However, Bruno Guimaraes, for me, was absolutely phenomenal. And this is what I'm going to put on to now. And I know we've just had a good derby win. I don't want to get anyone upset or sad. But I'm really worried about Bruno Guimaraes. I hope this PSG rumour is a rumour, and that's what it is, and it stays a rumour. There's no way on God's earth I want to be losing him to PSG. We've got a team that around Bruno, we need to build. Other players can drop out. Honestly, for me, guys, other players can drop out, but Bruno is the linchpin in the middle there. We just need to get a number 6 now, because there was the odd occasion. I'm not putting any desecrate on this victory. It was phenomenal. But it was on the odd occasion they did break through the middle when Miley come on. And I love Miley, but he's still 17, he's still young. But if you did notice the second half when Miley come on for Joe Linton, there was a few times when Pritchard managed to get the ball on the half turn and get through to our back 4. And he put us under a bit of pressure. But for me, I'm just so elated for us fans, for the team, and more so for Eddie Howe. I love Eddie Howe, guys, honest to God. If you think about it, right, people keep making this thing up, and I need to bring this up here because no one ever sticks up for Eddie Howe with this. They always say that Eddie Howe had 5 seasons with Bournemouth. He got them relegated. He's a manager that gets teams relegated. Okay. Klopp, now listen to this. Jurgen Klopp, who is the best manager outside Pep Guardiola in the Premier League and the world, got relegated with Mainz. But look what he went on to do. He went to Borussia Dortmund. He won the Bundesliga twice. The DK Portal, I think it was twice. And he got to a Champions League final and just narrowly lost to his arch rivals Bayern Munich at Wembley. He then has gone on to Liverpool and he's done what he's done. But no one ever talks about his past. Now let's put it into perspective. Eddie Howe took took Bournemouth from 22nd in the Football League, and they were dock points as well. They looked like we're going out on their ass. They had administration problems, and he took them from League 2, bottom of, to the Premier League. And he kept them there 4 seasons. Then he had a horrible injury-ridden season. Ryan Fraser wasn't turning up to play, etc., etc. Callum Wilson had his second ACL injury, and he went down narrowly. And realistically, if the old goal line technology was working, it would have been Villa getting relegated, not Bournemouth. And he's then come to Newcastle United, who was bottom of the league, played Norwich, drew. Everyone thought, that's it, done, was shit. And what did he do? He's taken us from bottom of the league to 11th. We won 12 out of 18 games, guys. 12 out of 18 games, right? And then he followed it up in the next season, finishing 4th, getting us in the Champions League, getting us to a cup final, which we lost. We were terrible in the cup final, but I think we were overawed by that. But I think now, where we've had the Champions League games away at PSG, Dortmund, AC Milan, Sunderland, because that was as hostile as any of them, we're going to have that experience now going forward. And yes, this season we're not going to make the Champions League. Let's forget about that, Newcastle fans. We are not going to make the Champions League. However, we are, and I think I'm going to be positive now, we are Newcastle fans and we are happy and behind the team and Eddie Howe, and I think we're going to make a big push and finish at least in the top 7, guys. And yeah, everyone's saying, 7th looks terrible, whatever. I'm happy with that. At the end of the day, with the injuries he's had to go through, the Champions League, we've already played. That was our 31st game of the season on the 6th of January. 31st. It's only 7 more games, guys. That's a whole Premier League season. You know, and we've been unlucky every game. Like even today, Joe Linton went down injured. Hopefully, he's not. But I just want to say this is my first real video, guys. Please, if you like my content, like and subscribe. My name's Dan, the Bearded Toon fan. I'll give you as honest opinions, match reactions. I'll give you rating the players, and I'll give you my fan reaction as well, because I'm a fan. I live in Wiltshire. I can't get to home games. I go to a few away games a year, but that's about it. You know, but I still, with all of us, we have everything in common. We love Newcastle United. And fucking get in there. What a win that is, guys. See you on the next one. Take care.